Hello. And welcome back to WarFrame. Uh, I'm gonna fish. I'm gonna get the other fishing rods from Cetus, and I'm just gonna go try and catch some fish. I have the standing to grab the fishing rods. And really, it just sounds like the best thing to do right now. I just want to fish, chill. Let's see. Oh, fishing rod.
Hello! It is my aim to ensure.
First, let me.
Let's see what you've got.
No fish?
Wait,
Okay.
You have no fish?
Today's wares, browse wares.
What are you waiting for? Go catch some.
Purchase. Okay, there's no more fishing rods, got it. Luminous dye, absolutely. Okay, solid 20. Oh, I thought you had to buy. I thought you had to buy the blueprint for this stuff. Whatever. I don't know where to get these ones, but another bait for 'em.
A fine selection. Be well.
Kunzu.
Got something. Heavy. See you again, eh? Didn't know.
Actually, I'm gonna leave Cetus anyway, because I need to equip all that stuff. Well, I only need to equip the fishing rods. And then if a fish can't be caught normal style, I'll catch it with the other fishing rod. I don't know which one I want to use. I'm just gonna equip them all. Okay. So I don't have to worry about this or this. I just need to worry about the spears. Keep the Lanzo up here. And fair enough. And then go up. Armor plates, scaly fish, smooth fish. I'll leave it public, but I'm just gonna go fish, so... No, actually, I always complain about that. I'm just gonna not leave it public. I think one of those type of fish that I was talking about is found here. go with this. Throw one of these in here. And throw one of these in here. Hold X. Grab one of these. Throw it in there. Boop. And I'm just gonna catch all the fish that come by. That's a new type of fish. Derek. Well, to me. Try not to stand in the water because I think it scares the fish away. Damn it. There we go. Ugh. Gross. Carkina. It's a giant crab. Or not a crab, lobster. So that's the point. Actually, there we go. That's a big boy. Little baby fish. What's that, bitch baby Sharak? How you doing? You're too tiny, I can't catch you. You're another one of those lobster boys. Also too tiny to catch. Hey. Oh, that disappeared. Here. I can still see them. Maybe it's not disappeared. No, it's definitely disappeared. Just not all the fish have. Stop glowing. That's the big one. Damn it. I'm gonna go across the shore next. Okay. His Mercury, I think, was the one that was supposed to be over here anyway, so we'll just throw that in. That's that. Holy crap, that's a big fish. Lots of little fish over here, too. I can't catch a damn one. Okay. Ah! How did I miss that? Ooh. Oh, let's just stick to that. Oh, damn. Leave the handler alone. He passed out.
That is unfortunate.
I mean,
But
I
we
didn't
should try again.
try to kill it. I knocked its shit out, but... Hey, Mercury. Okay. I'm gonna try a bit more. Okay, so I think, yeah, I have to use a different fishing spear. Yeah, that's not getting caught. Can't tell. That's a big one. That one. Oh, there we go. Is that big fish too? And there's a little baby one. Alright, I guess we got the fishing pole we're going to be using for a bit. Throw this back out there too. Gotcha. Big Mercury, gotcha. Medium. Looks large, but whatever works for you. There's a pissant bitch baby one that's gonna be impossible to catch. I think with Mercury's, you actually have to like center mass it. But some of these fish, like, I definitely hit them, but I don't hit them. So, I get it. It's not just the Mercury. Yeah, large one. Nice. Oh, hush up. Nobody gives a shit about you or your circumstances, you stupid cadet. Oh. No. Go away. Oh, wait. Should've just killed you in the first place. Because I can't scoop you away. And now my fish is gone. Okay. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me know if I get killed by a random combat. Okay. There's a little lobster boy. I don't know why my thing sometimes summons the lobsters, but you might have judged it. It brings all the lobsters to the yard. What? Maybe it's the wrong type of day. Oh, I know. Because it's the twilight bait. This is the type of bait I meant to throw out. think I've seen that one before. There's another one now. Oh. Didn't mean to get that. I meant to get this, but that was a big fish. Okay, so it's paramagnetic, I'm assuming. Can't actually catch it because I miscaught it with the one thing. Got it. Or I just can't catch it. I don't think it's the one. There we go. I don't think I can catch you because, yeah. Apparently once you mess it up once, you can't catch him. I wish it would just go away then.
Folks who love what they do.
Okay, I'll throw that out. So I go leave the fishing rod that catches them. It. Or we just, it's always changing, maybe? Yeah, I think it's always changing. That's alright though. As long as we can actually get them. There we go. Fishing. There we go. I'm definitely overshot that by a lot, but I'll take it. How many fish is that? A lot. Right. Okay. Let me fast travel to the fisherman.
Look here, Bswura.
Buy fish.
If you have any fish to spare, I will see they reach the tables of our poor and infirm.
Okay. Select all.
This one will feed the whole family and the cousins too.
Only 8,000. But that's fine.
These will be received gratefully. Thank you.
And in return, I'll buy some more of these. I think I'll buy 10. Because it's a good amount.
I hope to see you again. Goodbye.
Okay, now I gotta check my stream title because I'm done fishing. Nice. Options. Video. Window. Confirm. Because I need to check up on something. So I'll be right back. There we go. So what are you currently doing in the game?
I am about to I am not doing anything specifically. I just got Nata unlocked. Because that's what I was working on. But I'm up for anything because I just need to level up stuff so I can get to Master Rank 5 right now.
Well, if we want to get to Uranus,
Yeah, I already got to Uranus and did the thing.
okay.
But what we can do
If
is
we
we
want
get you to Uranus.
you to get me free Uranus.
So you got to get to Saturn to get to Uranus.
Yep.
What do you need for the Uranus junction?
What do you mean?
What do you need for Uranus junction?
Well,
on Saturn?
we can just go to it.
What? I'm confused.
Because as long as you have it,
Oh, you're saying you're just gonna follow me and hopefully find the thing that you need for the mission?
because if you start the mission, I can still play the mission even if I don't have the whole planet unlocked.
Okay.
Yeah, we should read full screen.
So the way that you unlock Nata though is you have to have, I think, the Uranus junction anyway.
Ah.
So you'll want to get it anyway. But the other thing is you have to just play missions on Uranus until you get the unlock. But they said it's only like 3 or 4 missions before it's 100% guaranteed to give it to you.
Yeah, as long as they're Sea Lab missions.
Yeah.
I remember there used to be a specific mission that the robots always showed up on, but I don't know if they changed it.
Well, for my research, it is random as long as it is a submersible mission.
We received intel
And
that
that
somebody
it's
vital to enemy
like
operations
it
is
builds its
here.
percentage
Find
every
them
time you
and
play a
capture
mission.
them.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just leveling up weapons because I have all my warframes and everything. I'm maxed out.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing.
And I'm using my heat sword.
I'm gonna get attacked by.
Hear that weird
Scans
noise?
indicate our
That's
target
it.
is in the vicinity. Find them. You found a target.
Is that all we needed, or do we
Pull
actually?
scanner out?
Or do we have to
You
scan
just need
it?
to scan that. So just grab your scanner and go scan it.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Got him. I remember it used to be really hard.
See the other one? You can try and scan it if you want. Doesn't mean you don't have to scan the other one as long as you got one of them. If you can, scanning both probably more useful.
Tenno?
I'll try
What
scanning
did you
both.
see? My data stream went dark.
Wait for it to go up.
I am sensing some signal masking. It will take some time to decipher.
It's moving
Concentrate on your mission for
a
now.
lot. You just warp
Just
away.
went to the door. Let me know if you got it.
Oh, there it went.
That's fine. You got it once, right?
I think it went away because I got it the second time too, but I'm not sure.
It
But
probably
yes,
did.
I got it at least the first time.
That's all that matters. That means you should get the Natal mission if you don't have any other requirements.
Yeah. All it said for me was the scan. Okay, I'm gonna go capture the target. Never mind, the door's locked.
You get it. Go.
Making sure the incinerator glitch is dead. Get that bastard.
I say pull up my fastest weapon. It just dumps 60 rounds like nobody's business. That's really tough.
No, he just keeps moving. There he goes.
Just teleported me.
It's done that to me before.
Excellent work.
Yeah,
I was
back
on-
to the computer I
Back in
decoded.
place. Your part
Yeah,
is
I was on
secondary.
Cetus once, and it teleported me halfway across the map because
Stay focused.
because of
There's
that.
a heavy
I don't
unit
know why it does
approaching.
that.
Heads up. A Grenadier assault team is headed your way.
Oh god. I hate that fucking hack type.
Oh, the bouncing one.
Yeah. I stubbed my toe, so they shot me in the face.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Only 15 plastics. Just another 3,000 to go.
Oh lord. Alright, so you have the mission now?
Messages for the operator. Anything
Yes.
about orders in there?
Alright. Yes.
You want to do an time mission?
Yes.
Yes.
Because this is how we get
I
our
have just
person
detected
unlocked.
signatures matching the new drone. Gather scans of it to determine its origin and capabilities.
Oh
We
yeah.
don't-
Then I can start the grind to get the other not WarFrame friend.
Yeah. Also, I completed another book level. Dear Lord, is it annoying.
Oh, yeah, that's what I even before I never did them.
So, so the level I'm on, I got stuck because I was going to do it. So they're not difficult, they're just annoying to do.
Yeah.
And one of the buttons is incorrect for what it tells you to do,
Yep.
which is stupid as hell.
They don't tell you
It's
the
like-
right buttons to press for any of the moves.
Well, so for all of them until that button, it
I've
told
marked
me
the signatures
the
on your
wrong.
map.
It told me the right
Gather
buttons, but that
scans,
move was
but
different.
approach with caution, Tenno.
Specifically, it's one of the. It's the slam move, right? How you slam your board down.
Yeah.
And it's not your right trigger, then hit right trigger again. It's just like hit your left bumper twice, and it'll let you slam as long as you jumped.
Okay.
But you know, I had to find that out on my own by fucking mashing buttons a lot.
It doesn't seem very interested in you. Try to get a scan of what it's collecting. That may reveal its purpose. It is just old war wreckage. Why are the Corpus suddenly interested in it? Tenno, another scannable signature just appeared near you. We may be able to determine what the Corpus are up to.
I do like that most of the missions nowadays are multiplayer. Like this used to be like you had to
Yeah.
play it by yourself.
These used to be solely single player, even though there's really no point in that.
be honest, there's no point in most of this game being single player.
Yeah. I think the thing they were trying to do is until you basically
I'm not getting a
find
signal, but
other
if you found a drone, scan it before it notices you.
Tenno or find out about your past or anything like that. It's supposed to be single player because technically you don't know there's anybody else alive or anything like that, and you don't know what you are.
And that's understandable. But
But like the whole time you play with other Tennos, so none of that actually
My data
hits.
stream went dark.
yeah, if you weren't allowed to play with other Tennos, none ever showed up in your games, right? Until a certain point in the game. Like multiplayer was basically locked off synthetically.
Yeah.
It would be understandable, but
It is an oculist. That means I'm sorry, Tenno. Stay safe.
because it's not, it's like, well, fuck,
Hello?
there's no
Did the
reason for
Lotus
me to
just
care.
abandon
Yeah.
the operator? Get cut off? I have extraction ready. I think you should hurry.
I am sensing some signal masking. It will take some time to decipher. Concentrate on your mission for now.
Here we go. So, ranking weapons will earn you 100 master rank. Each rank earned up to 30 for a total of 3,000.
Your Warframes can get you twice as much.
Warframe's companions, Arcwings, K-Drives,
Or Disnode
Plexus,
represent
and
the landing.
Necromex
Don't worry,
double.
someone has offered to help us.
Pretty sure Warframes also do.
So, pupil, the spring
What's up?
has ended.
Pretty sure
The
Warframes
lotus
themselves actually do
blossom
too.
has snapped
Yeah,
shut.
Warframes, companions,
True
Arcwings,
nature
K-Drives,
revealed.
Plexus, and
Now,
Necromex.
we shall
So
200
basically,
each.
everything's natural
codependence can
weapons.
be broken. Let us begin to
Yeah,
unravel
or
her
8,
long
or you get
hidden
an
truth.
extra 2,000 on top of that from Necromex if they're polarized 5 times. Fine.
Hey, thank you.
MOAs, Predicites, and Vopapilas must be ranked 30 gilded and then ranked again to gain that stuff. So you have to get basically 60 to get it equal to it, but it'll still give you 200, which ain't too bad.
Yeah.
So we're just going to Teshin now.
Yes. Just gonna switch my main weapon real quick to a new one.
I'm just looking through to see what stuff I can do to gain master rank points. Victory at each opponent's second specter in the junction gains 1,000. Each rank of railjack gains 1,500. That's not too much stuff to do. That's not enough to worry about. Yeah. So it's saying that the things that'll give you the most altogether, like total from that type of thing, is melee weapons, secondaries and primaries,
Mhm.
and warframes, because warframes is just behind melee. But they recommend just not doing the Zaws and just doing all your melee, primary, and secondary warframe stuff, because that'll get you super high. And if you get Zaws, do it, but like,
Yeah.
it's not that much. All right, I'm ready when you are.
I'm not worried about getting master rank stuff from Zaws. I'm more worried about getting the Zaw that I want. Which I like
No,
the
yeah, I
Zaw.
was just looking into the stuff, see what the speed of it, because I thought it used to be like you get a certain amount for doing it to level 1, and then it wasn't enough per rank up to worry about it until you get to higher master rank.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's the opposite now. It looks like it's just so much per rank, and it does not matter.
Instead
what
of-
rank you
The
are.
ghost you saw is of
Yeah.
a menace long thought dead. They study us, study our enemies. Let us sharpen our knowledge of them.
Let me know if you see any plastic container.
Okay, you need plastids.
Yeah,
Here,
For
this
everything.
console will serve my purpose.
But mainly for
Unlike
my
your lotus,
weapon
I will not
that I want,
keep its
my
secrets
bow.
from you. Exercise your training. Defend the console. I have what I seek. Move on. Access the console. Protect this console. Go.
I found a plastic container.
Yeah, they've really nerfed how much you get from stuff now.
I think they realized just how extra some of the stuff was, while having other stuff minimal. They
Yeah,
decided to admit it. 'Cause I feel like the harder things to get seem a bit easier, but the easier things to get are also harder to
My
get.
task is complete, but the puzzle calls for one last piece. Advance to the
Oh,
final
Chubbs, don't die.
console.
Okay.
right.
This is
plastids.
it. The answers we seek lie within.
Nice.
Use this combat to sharpen your blades. I predict you will need them in coming battles.
Are you using No, that's the enemy. Okay.
The enemy's using like a fire thing.
It's an arson eczema.
So what?
That's an arson eczema.
Yeah.
They
Basically,
practically,
versatility.
yeah, practically instant me. But these guys are using studs. The strongest guns in the game. By that I mean they're only good in the enemy's hands.
Found that which wanted to be hidden. Advance to extraction.
Oh, so do you not stream with sound?
What do you mean?
Because I was watching when you were streaming earlier, and I couldn't hear anything.
What? The fuck?
Yeah.
You should be able to hear me.
It might have just been like a glitch, but
No, my thing's not picking up the
This
desktop audio. That's why.
Rainier is smarter than the others, more volatile. We need to be
Because
cautious.
I probably wasn't talking,
Find
so that's
his
probably part of
sergeant,
it. But
pupil. He will
desktop
lead
audio
us
should be
to
picked up.
this tomb.
Let me just add a source and see if I need to add an audio source or something. Audio output capture. Okay. That should pick up. How do you tell if it's picking up or not?
it'll show you if sound is playing. You'll actually like see the bar move. That's how
Well,
I
I
tell.
don't see my bar moving at all. It doesn't seem to want to move.
I usually, if I need to check it, I go to my sound at the actual computer because it'll pick up that too. You also want to make sure that the sound that
Oh,
you're
that's why.
hearing is the same as the sound that's picking up.
Yep, that's probably why. Now it's probably pick up. I had it set to let me make sure my game. Yep, there it goes. Now it's picking up.
Yep.
I had it set to my TV, and my TV's muted right now, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
So they couldn't hear anything. Okay. There was two people for a little bit. That was probably you and the random bot or whatever it is.
I mean, gives free consecutive views, so it's fine with me.
Yeah, facts. Never was saying it was bad. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Heavy trauma. Ooh, impact. But this is a slash weapon, so impact is the less useful. 1 sec. I'm just putting an item on.
Should also mod my switch.
Probably put something like heat on since I am a heat weapon, right? Oh, I don't have enough for that. Okay, so heavy impact attack efficiency. Yeah, that works. You ready?
Yep.
All right. By the way, that fire guy is just as annoying still
You're
as he
also.
used to be.
Oh, is that where we're going?
No, we're not fighting that guy right now.
Okay, good.
But
I
when you have to,
fucking hate that guy.
he's on Saturn. When you have to fight him, he's just as annoying. And I played on Bolt,
Rainier
not
have
this,
plunged these
because I couldn't
depths
beat him on this
and
character.
awakened an old evil submerged here. Capture the sergeant. He will know where this tomb is.
And this is the dumb teleporter guy, right?
Don't have the authority.
I
You
don't
are
remember.
endangering the Tenno.
Maybe.
So, the petals have opened once more. But why now? Afraid of what we'll find?
No, this is just a random
I had
dude.
to cover my tracks, but I see that Teshin has been leading you into an even greater danger.
The beast soon stirs, Locus.
Okay, this is just a random capture target.
It will awaken and become whole again.
The sentient.
You know this one, don't you? He knows where the tomb is. Apprehend him. We have our target. Advance to extraction.
Oh yeah, this is one of those plot holes in their dialogue. It's coming up.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the
Because
plot hole?
we're going to find a tomb that we know somebody's in, and then he gets surprised that there's somebody else in the tomb. Because they even said they know who's in the tomb, and yet they still get surprised that he's in said tomb. And it's like, somebody's got some short-term memory loss going on.
Where? I don't know where it's trying to take us, but that's not the way.
It's
Right here.
Oh, that does not look accurate on the map.
Oh.
There it is.
Even if you see any scannables, but I haven't seen any yet.
I don't really look for scannables, I just get them if I find them.
Yeah. Well, I'm not looking for them. I'm not going out of my way, I'm just looking around, and if I see one, I'll let you know. Bastards.
Where?
You'll see them. They'll be sitting on the floor. Pretty obviously.
Oh, okay. Nice. I have only spent the platinum that they give you at the beginning to buy more weapon slots.
That's primarily what I use mine on.
Speak, Lotus. The pieces are set. It is your move.
Till Regor must be stopped from entering the tomb. I have to risk exposure to stop him. Go.
Just need 250 more for the Ceranos, then a couple thousand for making Ferrous Steel. So that I can make the Jayap, which is the two-handed saw grip.
Nice.
Stack and pole-arm style weapons. Then I'll put my sight head on.
Stop, tell Regor. Regor. Oh. This is the guy who is a pain in the dick, who's invisible, I think. Right, or just a teleporty guy.
I think this is the teleporter guy.
Yeah, because it's water floods and stuff.
Yeah.
Over time. Yeah, that's him. For sure.
And he wears the like blue armor with the blue shield. You can get his weapons.
Yeah.
Get to the waypoint. I will give you further instructions when you get there.
It may not be this exact fight, but it's coming up.
Yeah.
Hey, you missed the bastards.
Mark him. Hey, 41 bastards.
Yeah, 'cause I think your initial encounter, you don't beat him. Whatever, you just
Reach the waypoint. Access
see
the
him and then you go fight him.
Yeah. Because it's not until they basically.
Knew it. Little lizards can't resist another chance to get their sticky hands in my jar.
Tails cut off life support. Hold on, Tenno. I'm readying extraction.
Now we got 10 minutes to wait.
This will take
Wonderful.
time.
Yep.
The sentient. The destroyer.
Do we want to find a nice, solid spot to fight?
Depends on
Yes, preferably.
this
Um,
is certain. I will have its secret.
Is this a hallway? It is a nice little hallway.
There's a blue if you want it.
Blue.
Yeah, a blue star.
Ah, okay. Where are they? I can see it.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
How do you get to it?
Go around.
I've delivered a life
I
support
did.
capsule to the area.
I guess I gotta go
Activating
further.
it will buy you more time.
No, that's just back
No,
to
no,
the
so
door.
come back.
Okay.
Yeah, if you go this way, you can go down.
Isn't it, Tenno? I'm cracking open the sentient's tomb and sealing yours at the same time. Not laughing.
Actually, this is not a bad spot, y'all.
I find
Yeah.
it funny.
Alright, let's do it
It's
here
not
then.
a tomb, Rhaegar. It's a cage.
Because, like, right here, there's not much room for them to come and...
Is that Teshin? So, the pseudo Tenno lives. Still drunk on your own honor? Shocked it hasn't rotted you through yet.
Life support on the way. Another life support capsule is now available.
So, the sentient, nasty thing, came from where? Who cares? They smashed the Oro kid, freed us. How? How'd they do that? I want to know.
5 more minutes.
Drilling hundreds of hours and just cracking through the sarcophagus now. Open wide.
Here he goes.
About to do the lion.
Entering. It's massive. Empty. Where are they? They escape? Wait. What's this?
Don't do it, Regular.
What are you doing so far away now?
I have no clue. I was just shooting people. I think I gotta go this way to get back to you. Yeah.
I just backed myself into a corner because it seemed like they were going to push harder, and they did. They were pushing real hard. Thank you.
Nah, I just forgot to place down my stuff so they piled up.
Oh no! When you were gone, they were really rough. Like in a good way. That's why I stayed back here.
Some primordial former. An engine for self-manipulation. What will it do for me?
What has he found?
What was that?
You died?
Yeah. I stopped paying attention and just stood in a crowd of people. Which tends to get people killed.
Leave now. Get out.
Don't worry about it, I got it. Alright, let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, here we go. Actually, I found a scannable.
Oh,
Nothing
nice.
major.
It's
Only a
one of
frame
the
fighter. Oh,
yeah,
plastic.
frame fighter data. That's for Lavos. Plastic pops.
Continuous miserably.
Ooh, 600 plastics. That was a lot.
Shit.
Shit, that was a good mission.
Piercing step. Bullet jump, aim glide, and something else. Ooh, that sounds like good. Puncture on bullet jump.
Pupil, what is your lotus hiding? Who is Nata?
My name. My old name. It is not who I am now. We need to focus on now, not history. We need to seal the tomb. A
Oh my
blast
lord,
capable-
does he just do that?
The sentient is awake, Nata. It will not be contained for long.
Do not call me that. Containment will buy us time.
Oh,
Go now,
dickhead.
Tenno. I will explain more when you reach the
That's all he
site.
did, right, Joel?
Yeah.
He instantly just started calling her old name. Like, I'm gonna call you that, because that's gonna piss you off. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Heavy trauma. I have anything here that's better off than heavy trauma.
Doing it. Easy on the business. Do that.
Let me know when you're ready.
One sec. Just checking. So if it's 40 and each creates 20, then I only need 402 plastics technically. And I'll be able to create all the ferrous steel I need for that. Let's see what to do.
One sec. I'm just looking through my stuff. Do I have enough things to upgrade this at all? I do. I have one upgrade available. What about here? Here, maybe? Nope, okay. Which am I from? Maxing. My current master. Also, how are you going like every day getting a master rank? I've not played that much. I don't see you stream that much.
I've played quite a bit.
A focus
It's like every time we play together, you play for like 2 hours and then quit.
The tomb. Protect the
Yeah.
bomb during its lengthy arming process.
But each day I played like 4 hours, 6 hours.
I am
I just only play a couple hours at a time.
over. Oh, next rank in 4,143. Okay.
Because
It's about a weapon.
I max out weapons and stuff. So, and then I immediately switch, or I try to. I'm not gonna be able to do it that much anymore because, you know, weapons are getting harder to come by or build.
Fair. I mean, I'm actually getting, weirdly enough, I'm getting more weapons than I'm able to unlock fast enough.
Yeah.
Though, I'm not unlocking them that fast. Because I'm not concentrating on it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Didn't do it? Or is this the one you hate?
I fucking hate the little fucking. I would rather match little lines connecting than just do a skill check of how well can you press the A button. It pisses me off every time.
Oh, it's one of these. This is just a weird defense mission. The target will move randomly.
Yeah.
Oh, just 10 waves of it. Okay, that's gonna be wonderful. Because, I mean, to be honest, with me and you, this would be a lot easier. This would be pretty easy.
Yeah.
Keep this down. Keep this down. Because I can keep this thing protected. And then you just gotta protect us. The best you can.
Yeah. Really, all I gotta do is throw down my full shadow orbs, and as long as I'm not underpowered by too much, it just insta kills. Which is funny, because the things that my full shadow orbs can't kill are usually also the things that I can't kill.
Lord. I mean, what that usually means is you need to have a different type of attack, so puncture, slash, and stuff.
Yeah.
Depending on what type you have will depend on how much trouble you have.
Mainly because I was just concentrating on ranking up, and so all my weapons are constantly either absolutely not taken care of or low level.
Yeah.
Once I get
Well,
to Master Rank 7, I'm gonna just start concentrating on getting the weapons that I actually want equipped. That makes sense?
Yeah. That's fair. Oh, it moved.
Yep.
But yeah, that's why I just not worried about it at all. I'm just whatever is for my primary and secondary, whatever I'm using is what I'm going to be using for a long time, and then I use my melee as the upgrade slot.
Yeah. My primary is gonna be my bow, and that's the only reason I'm doing it.
Yeah, fair enough. You haven't got your bow yet.
Like I have it now. It's creating because I got the plastids, but it levels up twice, and each one needs a higher mastery rank. Or I think I need to be. Yeah, I think I need to be master rank 7 at least to be able to. I'm gonna check it after this because I need enough money to buy the blueprint before I can even worry about it. But at this point, because I haven't checked in a while.
Gotcha. Well, mine need none of that. All I need is a weapon, and I just I can't get it till we get more of our clan undone.
Destroy
Done
our
up, I mean.
history?
Yeah.
Vandals.
Used to be, I'm pretty sure you could get the Ceranos like instantly. You just had to buy the blueprint.
Foolish or starving. Which are
But you couldn't upgrade it until you had the dojo stuff. But they switched it so you couldn't get either, but you could buy them both in the market.
Yeah, I started some stuff at the dojo for us. I just don't have the forma for it. And I don't have any forma I can make right now. So
Yeah.
it'll be a minute.
So you need to do Lith Relics.
Yeah, eventually. I'm just worried about... I'm not really worried about the main weapon I want anyway. Because it is a melee weapon. Because I've concentrated on level up melee. It's not that important.
Yeah.
Because I'm worried about more of like... I can get the Prime Bolter and Prime Limbo. But I'm more worried about like... getting access to that than I am.
You know, this whole time when we were playing, I assumed that bows were actually weak, and that melee was where it was at, because y'all were always better than me.
Back in the day, it was melee. So like, back when we
Yeah.
used to play a lot, melee was the thing. Like, weapons worked, but like, they didn't do enough, to be honest. Unless
Yeah,
you
'cause I couldn't-
absolutely didn't want to get up close to something, distance wasn't really worth it.
Yeah, because I had like a really, really well put out bow and stuff, and it was just shit. But now apparently it's
Now it
the
feels-
whole strongest weapon in the game is a bow.
Yeah, some of the strongest weapons in the game are, like, even back then they were snipers and stuff, but you had to set up for it, so it was too annoying to do.
Yeah.
Now it seems like it's a lot less setup needed to get higher damage. But it's still, like, not most ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, no. Like, the alternate form of the Ceranos that I'm not going to use is, like, explodes
Why
just
did you betray
as a
me?
feature.
Why did you not finish the sequence
Yeah.
you started? Why did you stop?
At least I think that's what that one was. Might have been another bow.
What is it
There's a lot
talking
of
about,
bows.
Lotus?
Because I know that the biggest thing in the game for killing the Eidolons is snipers. Because they recommend a Volt, because you can put one of Oberon's abilities on him, and he can just become stupid powerful by himself. Like, you're not the most powerful you could be, so having somebody else with another class specifically set up to boost your damage, or boost their damage too, because usually that bounces with it, is better. But like,
What was
he has a
Oberon's
shield.
ability? I know what's his face liked to use it a lot.
He has like a like Rose ability that like increases your damage and your friend's damage
Ah,
by a good bit.
Makes
You
sense.
use that plus Bolt's shield that he can use to increase his damage shooting through.
Yeah.
And then you use like one of the special things for Oberon and one of the special things for Bolt, and that all combined makes
whoops.
him be able to shoot and hit those Eidolons with almost one tapping them.
Oops.
What happened?
This.
Oh, the arrow.
Yeah, I accidentally threw it down. And you stepped on it and went.
That's the one that your ability can replace, or can you replace all? Wait, yeah, you can replace all your abilities, can't you?
I don't
But it
know.
doesn't matter what slot, as long as
Can
it's
I?
all depending on what.
I thought they
Warframe you
could
have.
only replace like the first ability.
I don't remember. We'll have to look into it.
Yeah, because if I could replace the third ability on this one,
Your speed slots.
no, it's Cthulhu Laser.
Oh, Cthulhu laser.
Yeah, but it's not super powerful. It's not super wide range. You have to be specific with your target, and it takes a second, so you'll miss. So it's just not a good ability.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you can put it on any slot you want, but it's been a minute,
Yeah,
obviously.
and I'm sure they've changed a bit.
Worms and ruin to bring an end
Yeah.
to this. These severed worlds. Let them destroy me. Why is the sequence not complete? Most intriguing, Lotus. Do you two have a history?
Yeah, but my second ability are these mines. The arrow is one of the mines, and then there's this mine.
So the mines you actually want to keep because they're useful.
The only one I use is my spiky mine, but yeah. It's really just the best.
My own daughter, the last of my womb. How can you do this?
Lotus, what are you not telling us?
Focus, Teshin. We need focus.
I mean, she's not wrong. We do need focus because when we get to our ability, it's called focus.
I mean, this is true.
Which still to this day, it's so annoying to gather.
Yeah.
If it hasn't changed at all, then it's just gonna be stupid to get that leveled up at all.
I'm just glad that you can get a little bit with each thing you play, regardless of if you do that.
Yeah. Because then it's just play a lot of shit.
Yeah. And at least it's not just like another collectible.
That's true.
I'll stand on the left side. Forget how quickly you can throw that back up.
Forget how quickly I can recharge my ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much infinite as long as I can get one more efficiency thing, because there's one more efficiency mod I can get.
I got the enemy.
We'll do that. Plus a time extender or range extender, depending on what I choose. It'll basically become infinite. I don't gotta worry about it, because I'm just shy of the amount of stuff I need to make that I regenerate.
Yep.
I'm even like slightly positive in any other aspect. Then I'm at infinite. Because it takes what, 40 and 90? I'm pretty sure, which is 110. And I can generate just about 110 in the time it takes for it to do its thing. It's like 108 or so, I think is what I generate. So if I kill 1 or 2 guys, 3 or 4 guys, something like that, I get it all back.
Cool.
My numbers are probably way off from what the actual numbers are for all the math for it, but still.
Punch in the balls.
But that also has to be pretty consistent. Can't be like random and sporadic.
Oh, these lasers can actually hurt you now. Nice.
Hold on, Tenno. It's almost on.
You betrayed us. As I awake, so will they. They will say you are Riven and want to reclaim you. I will not be able to stop them.
Have you started to get any multi mods?
I don't know what that means.
The mods that boost off having the other mods.
Ah, not yet. I've gotten a couple, but I don't know if they boost off other mods. A couple of the ones that look
mods?
like that. Yeah, the ones with the little bars where they're split into multiple.
Yeah, they do that. That means they do more the more you have other certain mods in its set.
Yeah.
Which I like that it doesn't matter if you have all of them. Each of them boosts each other no matter what.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
I remember there was a specific one that I really liked before, but
I know the Umbral is some of the best ones, if I'm not mistaken.
I might have to
Well,
go back
okay.
onto my Xbox one just to figure out which mods I had.
Definitely need another time extender. Because I don't like having to activate the abilities this much. Even if I got rid of cost-affecting mods, it'd be better.
Yeah, I need an extender for my little balls because once they do a certain amount of damage or kill a certain amount of people, which is basically 10 uses, they are dead. So they go out real quick against enemies that last more than one hit.
Yeah, that makes sense. 2000% accuracy. Good lord. Because you don't ever fucking actually shoot.
I don't know what you mean.
Nata, Lotus, you cannot hide this past any longer.
There are gaps.
Yeah, see, that's legitimate, 100% accurate accuracy of me, myself, and I. I just am that good.
The
I never
war
miss.
was over, so I hid them away. In the second dream, I could not destroy them.
And yet, you were born to. So tell me, what made you stop to reject your nature?
All missions to the origin system required a sacrifice. Me and my kind become barren when crossing the gap. It is the one flaw we never overcame.
Nata wanted children of her own.
Nata was the daughter, until I destroyed her. Now, I am the
Oh my
Lotus.
lord.
Now I am the mother.
She is our mama. Not really, but
Technically. She's seen that way, but doesn't really mean that.
yeah.
Magnetic, toxic,
Tenno, you
impact.
seal my
But
tomb.
impact, I don't
You
even have a
kill
high
my
impact.
tomb, man.
Difference.
not
Put it
acceptable
magnetic for now.
behavior.
So it's like,
Our differences need
oh hey,
to be settled.
Exos weapon adapter. Nice.
So, you know where I am.
If only I had a use for that right now.
Come, get me. Just try.
Did Talbert Lord just tell us to come and cry?
You know where Till is. When you are ready, destroy him.
Because that's what I heard. Uranus, Neptune. Okay. That's my next go.
Yes, but no.
What do you mean?
He did say it, but he also didn't. He said it, but the I don't think he was actually supposed to say cry. He's supposed to be saying try. And whoever said it just doesn't have a good, strong accent to say that T, right?
Or they knew exactly what they were saying.
What? I don't have an Exos weapon adapter no more? What the crap? Didn't you just give us one?
I need to get down to Uranus, Neptune juncture. So I will do some satellite missions. Do you want me to? Do you want to do these missions with me, or do you want me to just do them without?
Do what?
I need to get the next Uranus Neptune junction, which is going to take a minute.
1
Do
second.
you remember the old
Um,
war, operator?
What's your for? What are you trying to
Order
get?
seems to have misplaced
I
its
have to
memories.
do half of Saturn and then all of Uranus.
Oh, yeah. You'll have to do all of Uranus because I'm pretty much at the end of it. We can get you there. But yeah. Go ahead. I'll follow you because you're gonna need a little help.
Defeat Sargas Rock at Tethys. Which
You
is
need to go
right
to Tethys?
here, yeah.
Remember, I told you I've got all this shit undone already. I'm already to the end of Jupiter. Or Uranus, sorry. I'm 1 mission from being able to fight for the new guy we just unlocked. Also, they should have had the other guy, what's his face? The good guy help us earlier
General Sargus
and
Rock
just be
has
like a
become
secondary
problem
character
for our
before they
artifact
introduced him
recovery
because just
Several of
shoving
our
him in like
sites
that.
in the
Yeah,
sector
he.
have been
I
attacked and
still don't know
enemies
who he's
are
supposed to be
against
outside
it.
of he's in
Take
one of the
out.
railways doing the thing.
Rock is the Grineer's
Yeah.
preeminent artifact hunter. Taking him out will cripple their artifact recovery efforts.
Yes, I told you this is the guy. He's annoying. He will be able to beat him, but he's just annoying.
This is the masochist. This is
Yes.
Markiplier roleplay.
Assassination target is nearby. Seek
Oh
and
my lord.
destroy. You are surrounded by Grineer.
So the way I like to do it is if one of us can keep his attention and the other one just shoot him. So if I'm gonna go immune, I'm gonna just smack him and you just get into a position where you can shoot him. If that sounds good to you.
Yeah, plus my robots. And
Yeah, you should be able to kill him
stuff.
pretty quick. Pay attention to me. I'm right here. There we go. It's his left shoulder right now. Oh, you gotta wait for it to open like that. Yep.
Yeah.
There is
It'll probably be easier for you because you have a higher damaging bow than I had. Gun.
Also helps that I have this.
Also, if you go up top above you, you can shoot down without him being able to really hit you.
This makes sense.
I'll try and keep this thing facing you the best I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is why I like Limbo, because I'm like, this is how you cheese bosses when they do a lot of close range damage. Because nothing right now can hit me or cause me to jump.
As long
out of
as
it.
I actually hit him a good hit, I can do like 400
His
damage.
next spot will be his chest, the center of his chest. Once you
Yeah.
knock it out, obviously.
He's not open anymore.
So just give him a bit. Let me do this real quick. I should be able to get him to come out. Oh, there it goes.
There it goes.
Yeah, one second, I'll get him rotated back around. Just getting Chubbs back up.
I am getting murked. This one.
There we go. Now it's his chest.
Yeah.
Kendall, you fight for treasure. You are just another Corvus machine to
Which means most of my stuff can do him damage now.
Yep. You'll probably do the most damage with your bow still, though.
Yep.
Because you were fucking his shit up with that bow.
Yeah. There you go.
You.
Yeah, I know. I can't get a good hit on his chest. And now it's invisible.
But I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah. And he's getting himself hurt when he does his flamethrowers to his chest. That's fine.
Sadly, I can't, like, freeze him. Or really damage him with my shit. Oh, actually, hold up. I forgot my kunais do more damage on these points.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Nerd.
Oh,
He
there
thought
he
you
goes.
hurt
Where's his
you.
next spot? It's back. Now he does this big insta-kill move. Yeah, I don't need to be standing in.
There's also a blue iodine star whenever you get a chance.
Are you just mercenaries fighting for scraps? Where is this so-called Kendall honor?
Oh, just
Damage
hit
did
from
you
my
go
bow.
do for shot?
It depends on the hit.
The
Sometimes
good crit.
the good crit does about 400 and something.
Okay, so I do about the same with my kunai.
Yeah,
I do
I'm out of bow shots.
About 250, 60, but I shoot way faster. That gives me a second to kill him. I just
On,
need to
on
not
a
die.
bad crit, it still does 100 and something. I hate this dude.
If you can keep his attention, I can get him. It's just I can't get his attention to stay off of me, so I can't hit his back.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah. As I said, I could fuck his shit up, I just gotta be able to hit it.
Nice work taking down the VIP. Now get to
Oh,
extraction.
did you get the blue iodine?
Yeah.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. I'm detecting a large security force heading your way. It's the Grenier. They won't be bothering us anymore.
Kill the boss in the Saturn.
Hey, I got another piece of ember that I don't think I had before.
Same. Mainly because I didn't have any remember.
I think I got the optics the first time, system the second time, so now I just gotta do it hopefully only one more time.
To get the chassis.
Yes. Let me check though. Warframe, Ember system, Ember chassis. No, I need the optics.
Neuroptics.
Yes. But that's all I need.
And I need 140 plastics.
Nice, you're almost there. That's what that means.
Yeah. Uranus Junction.
But know when you finish that, we can get to the next juncture.
Yeah.
Because you just need a Neptune juncture at Uranus, right?
Yep. That's why I had to get Uranus first.
Oh, yeah. When you get that done, I've still got like 4 missions, so what we can do is we can just do whichever ones you need to unlock, because you need to do 5 missions with only melee weapons. Doesn't matter what missions, but 5 missions melee only.
You know, I'm starting to think people were over-exaggerating how hard relay stations were. They're really easy.
No, I would say your Warframe is really well set up for fighting other Warframes compared to most.
It is. I remember when we used to do the dojo. If y'all could get close to me before I threw down my balls, you one-shot me every
But
time.
you would one-shot us if you dropped your balls first.
Because y'all couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, they were the greatest fights. Okay. So now we gotta do the Neptune stuff.
Yeah, we gotta get 5 missions.
With only your melee weapon equipped. So let me go remove my other weapons.
Yeah. So what you can basically do is just start whichever ones you don't have, because there should only be like 5 in between them, the start and the end.
Yeah.
Of Uranus. Yeah, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, and if you do all 5,
Operator, you have
then
reported
it'll
well how the Tenno
instantly
arm themselves.
get it all done when we finish Titania with only melee. Yeah, I've got to start
Okay.
freaking farming the Meso relics so I can get what I need for my boy.
Yeah.
There is
What
a
melee
large
weapons are you
platoon of
using?
Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one
For Sapporo? It's just a normal sword that I've maxed out, so I can do as much damage as possible because we're gonna be low on damage.
Ah, that's actually a good point. I should have done that.
I'm gonna guess you're using a weapon you're leveling up.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, it didn't say we could only use it and not our
Abilities?
abilities, because
Yeah, you can use your abilities.
90% of my damage is from my abilities anyway.
That's fair. Oh, we just gotta kill things. I don't know what we're doing.
Stay focused. There's
Killing
a heavy
things?
unit approaching.
Yes. I was running past them.
I was throwing shit down anyway, so should probably be fine. But if you want to go up the elevator, check on it.
I'm just gonna follow the thing telling us where to go. And if it tells us to go back, we'll go back.
Do you want to collect blasts too?
No, I'm not worried about it at all.
I'll unmark the blasts.
I have no reason to collect anything on specific right now because I've got a lot of weapons to upgrade. So until I, unless I'm looking for a specific weapon for a really long term, I'm not worried about anything specific.
That guy just hit shot. Let me take my kills. Just kidding.
Oh, there's another scan thing.
Okay, that's what that is.
That's what that weird noise warning thing is. That's what that's telling you.
Yeah, it does the same flicker as if you're gonna get stalked by the stalker.
Yes.
And it,
Actually, I wouldn't mind the stalker
Stay
because
focused.
one of his
There's a
weapons would be
heavy unit
nice.
approaching.
I know.
Heads up. A Grenier assault team.
You know his bow, apparently the reason, even though it's weak, it's super good, is because it shoots straight through armor.
Oh, nice.
And so, comparatively, it could do like half the damage, but also it's doing that to only half of it. So it's
Yeah, armor
actually
gets
fun.
ignored completely.
Yeah. Plus, you get to look edgy. Classics. Whatever. I don't need to open doors. Who needs doors? Nobody needs doors. Doors are for losers. Staircase.
Are you this bad at the game, Awesome.
I can't with with the freaking back and forth. I always press the wrong freaking stuff.
No, I meant the stairs got you stuck.
Nah, I didn't get stuck on the stairs. I got stuck on the door. And so I decided to just give up on hacking the door and go down the stairs instead.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Broken their ranks and they're on the run. Another successful mission. find extraction. Mission complete.
Ugh.
Excellent work, Tenno.
That should have been enough plastids for you
Yep.
to do what you needed.
Yep, yep.
The fact that I got 242.
Yeah, I got 310, which gives me good amount. Really able to build the thing, which will let me build the part, which means the only thing left for my Za is the actual low connector.
Nice. Fuck it. Why not?
If I may say, operator, your chosen warframe suits you. Ha ha.
Guess I might as well just wait for you because you will be able to start it.
What do you mean?
Because you're gonna want to start the next one just so that you can go off whichever one you need next.
Okay.
Also, I'm gonna just start using a weapon that's not maxed out because the damage is not that much different,
Yeah.
and it'll at least give me some XP towards something instead of nothing. I think we just earned like 200,000 XP right there, and I got nothing for it because I didn't have a weapon that could take it. Because everything was maxed.
This embryonic fluid injector has been recalibrated to wreak havoc on Tal Regor's cloning operation. Defend the injector for as long as possible to ensure maximum damage.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna, you know, taint their children.
Isn't that the only thing to do?
Use the wrong. Oh well, still does damage.
Yeah, I was confused as fuck as to what that was. I hadn't seen it in so long.
I need energy. But we're not fucked.
What do you mean? We're not fucked.
I mean, you got us, but also, we're kind of fucked.
Where you have a melee weapon, you can hit people.
I know, but it's not so fun to whack people than to send them flying with the spiky ball of doom.
I would have to disagree. Whack is the way to live the life. Live the life of the bomb. Live your life one bonk at a time.
Yeah, but how many feet can your box send somebody?
Oh, a lot actually. If I bonk them right. Now it's definitely more of a skill bonk than yours.
Mine's free bonks.
Yeah, I know. But free bonks aren't worth it if you don't get the satisfaction of a good bonk.
You get the satisfaction of a free bonk. So you know how you remember how outrageous the vacuum skill for Valbon can get, right?
Yeah, the Tornado of Doom.
Yeah, I really want to know what would happen if you had people max out energy and distance like that, and like 4 of them, and everybody just stacked it on one.
It wouldn't be as powerful as just one, because I mean, one will do it. Will do the same amount as basically 4. It's just how many it can get people can get a hold of, and they can get a hold of everybody. So.
Yeah, I don't mean more powerful. I mean blinding.
Oh, it would blind the whole screen by 2, I think, maybe 3.
Yeah. I want to know if you can blind somebody else in their game. If 4 people with WarFrame just stack it.
Yes, you can. You've already blinded me with just 1 back in the day.
First.
Can the gravity thing grab people in PvP?
I don't know. I've never tested it.
Because I just thought of a great idea. If you could put gravity and my ability together and freeze people in PvP, you could forcibly suck people into a freeze zone.
Yes.
But I don't think you can freeze people with my WarFrame ability.
Yeah.
Like other WarFrames, but I don't think you can freeze them, which sucks. But I mean, it makes sense since you can't freeze certain types of enemies. Like the boss type enemies can't be frozen.
Yeah.
Extremists can't be frozen.
Eximus.
Eximus, what do you want to call it? I like how even without guns, we shoot just about as much.
Yeah. I'm still gonna have a super high accuracy.
second.
No, you're good. Just scratching my eyeball.
Put it.
Could be.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose
Hey, look, we
to
got a
leave
Neo.
now
Nice.
or continue fighting?
Now you know where you can
That's
get
the
him,
last
but
of them.
I think you needed
Objectives.
Meso, right?
Let's go home.
Yeah, I don't know how to get up. Hey, have you done a Meso yet?
Yeah.
Okay, wanted to make sure because you needed to do that for the next part, I think. So my weapon now does 2,000 damage, compared to 1,200 because it was like, hey, this upgrade just got you room for this other mod that I didn't know existed that I had that boosts damage significantly because it adds fire and ice, which makes it magnetic, but then it already does its base fire damage, so it does even more fire damage.
Nice. Your character has
And
tiptoes.
This lab is the birthplace of some of the most
Oh, he
dangerous
has no feet.
Grineer to date. Knock it out
What?
of commission.
Your character has no
Oh.
feet.
My intel
Yeah,
suggests
no, I have no
there
feet.
are rich enemy supply caches
You're a
in the
par.
area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact
Arg.
location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
Oh, yeah. Do we want to find the extra chest?
We need to find at least one, right?
No,
Or not?
you don't have to find any of them.
No, don't you have to do one for the actual whatchamacallit? For the junction?
There's no chest up here. No.
Because the junction
Not at all.
said you need to find a cache.
Did it?
Yep,
Is there a way to check that?
not their mission.
Big game. Well then, yeah, we can find one. We'll definitely find one. It'll just be like, just start going to the mission and we'll find one eventually.
Yep.
Because I accidentally found all three of mine when I did this mission. So I think that made them a bit easier, a bit more obvious.
Okay. I had tuberculosis.
From Canada. Or how is it called up? The second thing this is.
You've reached the pump station. Look for weak points in the pipes and break them open.
I remember this mission.
Good. Now start the pumps and flood this place. The pumps have started. Guard the controls. The Grenier must not stop the flooding.
I have yet to find them. But doesn't mean they don't exist.
I mean, we know they exist. It tells us they exist.
Yeah, I know.
Flooding complete. Proceed to the caves below.
Just the problem is on mine, I found them like really easy. Because like by now, before I even started that pump, I found 2 of them. But I mean, you also did run a bit ahead. So. Oh, here's one of the rooms I found. The other moment. Looks like there isn't any. I haven't seen any yet, and I've gone through pretty much every room. Ooh, Cephalon Park, thank you. So I don't think there was any. So we should be good, but like, geez. Actually, we haven't found any yet.
Yeah.
This is wild. Gotta be one in here somewhere.
Oh, I found one.
You found the first resource cache. I'm detecting 2 more.
Apparently they make
candidates.
noise.
Really?
Yeah. They make a noise. Okay, well as long as I've got one. And you said you got one before.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna go straight towards the exit. And I think I'm gonna avoid mobile.
I found one.
You found a second cache. My readings indicate 1 more.
Apparently I'm legally not allowed to open the store. If you get it.
Yeah. If you could legally save me. Thank you.
Yeah, that'll be $15 for legal reasons.
Actually, I might have missed one. Oh, okay. Why are there so many of these things actually? I might know where I missed one, but I'm not too worried about it.
The store it wouldn't let me open. Like it wouldn't even let me hack it or try.
You are nearing one of Tilrhaegar's newest creations. Make sure it never sees the surface.
That's just a person.
Really?
I mean, technically.
Good work. That beast won't be able to threaten any Tenno in the field.
Oh,
I got him.
thank you. I thought I was whelping too, but alright.
It's fine. I have priorities, unlike some people. Doggo is priority.
Hey, sir.
You found all the caches. All your objectives are complete.
Yeah, I just saw it and was like,
Proceed
you
to
know what?
the
I
south
better
now.
pick that up. I just saw it. So now there's
Yeah.
no question on how to do it.
Nice.
Another
Anyway.
job well executed.
Oh, we got some
yeah.
tellurium.
The weapon just got like 3 levels. So we got 36,000 bonus.
I got 24,000 bonus.
How much should it gain from the standard?
19,000.
Okay. Ooh, plus some toxin damage. I do 22,000. 2200.
That's gonna be built in an hour.
We need one more mission. Which one did we just do?
We did Desdemona.
Okay. So now we're on Rosalind.
Yep. And then
Which wait,
yeah.
how did we do 4? Oh wait, I already did one on my own.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And then you can do the final boss thing with the weapon while I use a sword.
Exactly. Because then you won't be dying so much.
Listen, you get my level of accuracy and then come talk to me.
Okay, I'll just get Valbon.
That's cheating.
No, it's not. You never said I could before you challenged me. You had said without using Valbon, get on my level of accuracy. It would have been fair.
You can get Valbon. Haven't you
Your
already spent
mission
your
is
points?
to break into enemy data vaults and steal any intelligence files you find. Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you.
Then immediately enemy sensors pop off. Oh, it's those.
I'll go to A. If you want to scan that robot and then go to B.
Sounds good.
Tenno, what did you see?
And then
My
we'll try
data
and
stream
compete
went
for
dark.
C.
Tenno, be on the
Yeah.
lookout for increased security measures.
I'll be closer, but you'll be done faster, sooner.
Depends. I'm not really good at
I'm sensing some signal masking. It will take some time to decipher.
hacking in this
Concentrate on
one.
your mission for now.
Okay. My buttons aren't working. That's nice.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
What's this one? 10 minutes since I've done it. Ah, there it is.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
I also have a cheaty ability. Because you know when I go into my void, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't consider that me in front of a laser. So when I walk in front of a laser, I'm invisible to it. So I can
Nice.
literally just fly through the lasers. Also don't get damaged by them.
Yeah, spell all the way to the bottom.
Alarms. Data destruction is imminent. You need to hurry. You got it. The data
There we
is
go.
still intact.
Yep, can't do melee attacks for whatever reason, so running it is.
What? How did I activate alarm?
There was probably an enemy somewhere that noticed you.
We may fail this. See,
That's fine.
I
Data
almost
we
got
retrieved
into it.
will have to suffice. Get to extraction.
Okay.
Because you only ever have to do one.
Oh, there was a laser wall I fell into. But I didn't note it.
That's nice.
because I was underwater, I couldn't use my invisibility.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
God, armor bomber. Power throw, thrown melee, punch through on consecutive throw, and throw damage.
Ooh, I like that. Basically makes it so you can throw stuff like the spinny thing.
Yes.
And I'm gonna guess it only works on certain ones.
Excellent armaments, operator. Please return covered in blood. Safe and sound.
Die, lizard, leech, bloody worm!
Yeah, 1 sec. I'm just changing one thing over.
You know, you're
There we go. The last one on Uranus.
I love the weird names people give Uranus so that they don't have to say your anus.
Yeah, like what?
Like Uranus and stupid shit like that.
Uranus. That sounds like Uranus. Just you're trying to say it real quick.
Yeah, it really does.
But also allow for stronger
And that's what makes it a
and
stupid
deadlier
name.
genetic molds.
And not a clever name.
And put a stop to his work.
I'm very excited now. The anticipation. Ooh, I always learn so much from a live
He's edging.
dissection.
My lord, don't say that.
Barking at you. Always so calm, always in control. She doesn't care about you, Tenno.
I
She
know.
doesn't love you.
Look at my
Not
masterful
like I
swings.
love the two men you
My most powerful sword attack.
None of the scanners have detected you.
The bare-fisted.
Dissection.
Oh, you know, I forgot to do
No,
equip
that
weapons.
sounds too humane. Your death will
Yeah.
be painful.
That's alright, I got a plan. What we're gonna do is, you're gonna put down a force field and we're gonna stand still. And kill him with, with our abilities. What? There we go. A hole. A hole, there's a hole, there's a hole.
Figure out where you're going.
There's a hole. There's a hole.
There's a separate one. Oh, I don't have a scanner. Damn it.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
This way. And then this way. And then where's the hole? I can no longer jump either.
What?
I can no longer jump. I can't slide properly, but can't jump either.
Weird.
And no, I don't know where I'm going because apparently I went
Okay,
and
go
did
back out in the water.
I did a
Wherever
full
you just came out of the
360.
water, that's the wrong spot.
Well, I got that bit.
You should be able to come towards me. You should see a downward hole before you go up.
Am I following the yellow tube or what?
Yes.
Okay.
When you see a hole that looks like it goes down, go straight up.
Oh, it just teleported me to you.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. My only issue is I need to find a creative way to go upwards without jumping.
Stay focused.
Can you
There's
scan?
a heavy unit approaching.
Hey, let me jump. Hey, that gave me all of my abilities back. Nice.
Let's get this fucking guy. Get this mission over.
Yeah, let's get into him as quickly as possible. There's a red door.
Yep, 1 second. What red door?
There's a green door.
We're just about in his place. Yep, here you
Yeah. Okay. So stand underneath his crotch and don't move. Because he only has a few distance abilities, so he'll try to come melee. So put your
First
force
you,
field
Tenno.
down.
Next, your Lotus.
Down. He can still hit you, remember?
Yep. But we can place a bunch of shit around.
And I'll pound you into a tiny cube.
I wish you would stop this. Oh,
Ocean down on us
it's going
if I
up.
have to.
Yeah, he's doing the thing.
Oh shit. Got the water pushes you forward a bit. Oh, wait, he only brought up the bottom, right? So show one more time down here. Over here. Boa.
Where are you at, though?
He's somewhere down here. I don't know.
Lizard, leech,
Oh, right here.
bloody worm.
Now he's bringing the water up to us. And we're up here.
Nowhere left to hide. Nowhere left to run.
You're the one who's hiding and running, dog. I don't know who you think.
I know, right? Like, oh, I mean, this doesn't even change anything for us because we have literal wings, but.
It's hammer time!
I thought it was hammer time.
It is hammer time, but he just doesn't want a hammer. Oh, there it is.
There he goes.
They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Watch yourself. Rainier are on the way. Target down. Assassination contract.
I landed like a quarter inch from the exit.
Nice. Equinox Day system movement. I remember I tried to get Equinox for so long. And then you easily got all the parts.
Check your inbox, operator. Maybe orders will get a message someday.
Let's stop it.
You must be feeling
It's
guilty.
everything.
Me too.
Yeah, I probably need my weapons for whatever I'm about to fight inside of this bit.
Yeah, I didn't think about it because
I mean, your abilities, you'll be fine, but. Ooh, we get the second quest finally. Go, because that's the one where you unlock our guy, right?
yeah.
Or the second dude. Let's go. You die?
No, he broke free of my little robots so that he could smack me on the ass, which didn't kill me, but what it did do was get him to catch a flechette as the last bit of life, and instead of just flopping to the floor, his body began to fly across the room. And because there's magnetism attached to it, his body just went flying everywhere. Just fucking smacked me against all the walls and the ceiling.
I'm reading this, like, joke strip, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things is, I like the guy complimenting this girl. I like girls with cute with glasses. They're so cute. And then from then on, she never wore glasses again. Like, bro.
Tenno, your codex has been updated with a new quest.
Yeah, second dream. We get to go poke Kanhao in the face. Poke his eyes out. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, I don't care about this weapon, so I'm not gonna actually do that.
I'm gonna pop off for a while.